Okay, how's everybody doing? We've got the Four of Cups energy, overall energy, both decks. Feeling bored, missing out, need more gratefulness, unsettled frustration. And then here's the card, Four of Cups from my Mage deck, that I always say you got to bring this idea down to the table. But not today. Today it's unsettled frustration. See all the smoke around it? See all the smoke right here? Unsettled frustration. Now, this also goes right along with the shorts. Tom Petty, Refugee. You want to check out the shorts. We're going to go over it real quick. But the Four of Cups is the main energy. And somebody wants to say hi. Hi, honey buns. Okay, so the first card out on the shorts was the Six of Swords, which is a journey card. Okay, it's a moving on, it's transition. Now, the refugee, Tom Petty, is saying you don't have to live like a refugee. And yesterday's video talked a lot about leaving toxic situations, what you're scared of. That's that frustration. So make sure to watch yesterday's video because this is just a continuation of yesterday's energy. Nothing's changed except for we have the answers. So Tom Petty was playing all night in Astro, and I have to tell you about Astro. Okay, we're moving on and we're transitioning. Now, the thumbnail says Akashic records have access to them now. They have been redone. We had to redo them because they were compromised. But we redid them a long time ago. We did them before the rewriting of the soul contract. So that was, what, a year or two ago, if not longer. And then we opened up the soul contract class because you could rewrite your soul contract and you had to go into the Akashic records and we had to redo everything. So that's all done. But now you have a higher, how do I want to say it? You have more access to it. It's easier accessed. And it's space-wide memory. So not only are you going to be getting Akashic records from your past, right? You're going to get space-wide memory. And if you don't know what space-wide memory is, then that's what you have to look up, okay? We are also having another class because all of our DNA is being activated. We're being crystallized. We're being updated beyond spidey senses, okay? So last night in Astro, some of you were in class and some of you weren't, okay? I was not in class. I was actually performing. What was I performing? This is so exciting. I woke up so happy. You can tell it in my voice again how excited I am. We took all these minions and we took them on one by one. When I say we, there's many of us, okay? Whatever weapon or whatever strategy they were putting onto us, we reversed it in seconds and wiped them out with their own weapon, their own strategy. So a simple example is, if you came up to me with a gun, within seconds, I had the gun in my hand and I shot you. Okay, so whatever strategy they were using, and we did so many of them, we wiped out thousands of them. And I didn't wake up feeling bruised or sore or sad. It was a feeling of, this is so awesome. We just kicked butt. Okay, so that's what the Six of Swords energy is. It's an energy of, we're getting really, really good at what we do. So again, for instance, if you're Wonder Woman, your senses are not only Wonder Woman, but they're 10 times that now. Okay? If you're a Thor or a Captain America or a Wolverine, right? Aquaman. I like Aquaman's eyes. Um, Everything's even more, like 10 times, 100 times, I don't know how many times, upgraded. Okay? So this, you don't have to live like a refugee, is you're only stopping your own progress here in 4D. Now this was all 5D and higher. This is all astro talk, okay? But in 4D, we're still doing the laundry, paying our bills, going to the grocery store. We're still feeding our pets, right? I went to the store twice yesterday and got canned chicken, canned tuna. The animals love it. Canned salmon. Oh, it's great cat food, great animal food. I also can give them raw meat. I can cook meat for them, but I feed them really, really well. And that's my job right now, and take care of the plants, right? Take care of the love shack. This is the love shack. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to stay calm, stay good, stay grounded in 4D, because in 5D and higher is where all the work's happening. I looked at yesterday's video and it's like I got these bags under my eyes. So today I put more coconut oil on. I use coconut oil, and I don't have any makeup on today at all. And yesterday I used powder makeup, and all it did was magnify the bags under my eyes. So yesterday's video looks terrible, but you know what? I'm always authentic. I'm never edited. I am what I am, right? So, anyways, I was just commenting on that because I'm in Astro doing so much work that my physical avatar here may show signs of stress, toxin, because this is a physical avatar. We don't have these in 5D and higher. So, but it is what it is, okay? This is me without makeup on. Little eyeliner. My Egyptian in me, I can't not wear eyeliner. I always have eyeliner. Okay, so let's continue on, but I'm just so excited. Thank you for the hearts, whoever's putting some hearts in there for me. Thank you. I just am so excited today. We had such a great night last night. And yesterday I wasn't really feeling it. Like I said, the bags under my eyes is how I felt. But I went to the store twice. I fed the animals. I went outside. I grounded. You have to live in the solution. Then last night, like I said, some of you were in class watching us. Some of you were actually doing this, and it was so exciting. It's like seconds. Whatever strategy they had for us, we just flipped it on them and took them out. So we are so less of minions today. Thank you, Astro team. Okay, that was a lot of talk, but I'm just so excited. Okay, so my excitement comes from Astro. Okay, so that was the Six of Swords. Then we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is my victory card. But this says reflecting on your journey and having gratitude and keep on going. Keep on keeping on, okay? Seven of Pentacles. Then we have the Hanged Man energy. So you want to have a new perspective on things, and you want to let go. Let go of the past. You can reflect on it, but as soon as I start thinking about the past, I tell my brain to stop. Because I am so living in the present moment, the right now, and Astro. Okay? Then we have the Eight of Wands, which is keep high vibed emotionally and listen to the communication that's coming in. So listen to what I'm saying, every single word. You want to go back and rewatch what I just said because it was coming from Astro and I don't even remember what I said, right? No, I do. Okay, so Eight of Pentacles, your hard work is paying off and you're getting new ideas. That's where this card comes back in and says, get rid of the frustration that's up here around that idea and bring that idea to the table. Okay? We have the Ace of Wands. It's an in and out energy. So 1 minute you may feel frustrated. Another minute you may feel like, yeah, I got this, right? Intense creativity and manifesting powers going on right now. Space-wide memory and extra Akashic record access. Okay, now the only thing we want to do is we want to move forward in the truth and be grateful. That's what this Seven of Swords is talking about. It's not talking about deception. It's talking about being grateful and strategic. What we did last night. What we did last night was strategic. Okay, and what I mean by strategic is when you take your enemy's own weapon and kill them with it, that's pretty wild. Or take them out with it, right? We don't want to talk about killing, but we're talking, somebody comes up to you with a knife and you take it out of their hands in seconds and use it on them, okay? Or the gun. The other one was, I heard from a video I watched yesterday about the puppet strings that were holding you down. This is the refugee song again, okay? The puppet strings that are holding you down, you rip them, you roll them up, and you take the person that's holding those strings and you strangle them with it in seconds. So this isn't a video about violence. This is a 5D and higher astro energy report of what we did last night. Okay, so that is Tom Petty's Refugee. Then we're going to go into the overall energy. Here is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is backed up by the Ten of Pentacles. So she wants her fulfillment. She wants the truth about the drinking of the blood, the cabal, the parties. Remember, that's my card where I tell you about the A drink, adrenochrome, the pedophiles, right? All the people that make you sign your souls for rock and roll. That's why there's so many one-hit wonders. Were you ever wondering about that? Were you ever wondering, oh my God, I love this song. Why didn't this guy make it? Why didn't this girl make it? Well, that's because they wouldn't sell their soul to the devil. They didn't want this Ten of Pentacles. They'd rather sit at home and play music for their friends. I know a lot of them people. I don't know a lot of famous people that sold their soul for rock and roll, but I know a lot of people that can play good at home. So the Queen of Swords wants an end to the bullshit, and that's what we're doing. Look at that. Wants an end to the bullshit. Who's the bullshit? That's all this devil stuff that's in the astro end here. And that's him all wrapped up in those little minions. See, that's all the minions grabbing people. So that's exactly what we're doing. That's where we're at. Now, not too long ago, I don't know, I want to say a couple years ago when we were doing our soul contract classes and redoing our Akashic records, we were demon slaying, okay? We were taking our own weapons and we were out there and we were demon slaying. Now we're doing another whole round of it, but we're not using our own weapons. We're using their weapons. Isn't this awesome? I'm excited. So if you're feeling stuck and feeling bored, now that came out earlier with the Four of Cups, right? This is the Eight of Swords. This was just saying about you feeling bored. You're feeling like you're missing out. Well, you're not missing out in astro, okay? But here you just feel like, is this all there is? This is so boring. That's why I said you have to get unstuck. You have to bring that idea that you're frustrated about and bring it down here. You don't have to live like a refugee. You don't have to. When that song came out, I had to listen, and I did. I always listen to music, and then I act upon it. Music is my church. That's why I like that song, Hooser, Take Me to Church. I've already got that on my playlist. I've already done a shorts on it, so I'm not going to redo it, but that's a great song, and that is my church. Okay, so our warning is the Five of Cups. You're disappointed, you feel like a refugee, you feel bored, you're stuck. So you have to get more grateful to get out of this Five of Cups. You've got to go within and be alone. Now, when I said I listened to Tom Petty and I moved forward, I think I was like 16 years old and I was pregnant and going to get a divorce. Well, not pregnant. I had the baby and she was probably 9 months old, and I had to get a divorce. All kinds of stuff was going on back then. And that's a very young age to be doing all the things I did. But you have to go within and take care of you. And it never ends. It's just one after the other, right? Of challenges and things that we have to do. But if we can be the hermit and we can go within, that's how you do it. Three of Pentacles, great, great, great card, because that's my manifestation card. That's the card where you take this idea up there and you bring it down to the table. She's writing on her astro board, see? She's got her purple spirituality dress on, and she says, you know what? This is my spirit team back here. Here I am. I'm going to do these things, and I'm going to do this. I don't have to live like a refugee. I can contemplate my Four of Pentacles. I'm going to contemplate and do this space-wide memory. What's the space-wide memory? Look at this. You've got the 3 and 4 of Pentacles. I said she was here with her spirit team, manifesting. Here she's contemplating in astro. Everything I just said, backed up by them 2 cards. Have to be courageous and daring. This is the courageous and daring. This is the 2 of Wands. She's got the ball in her hand and the spear. Now, this is a great picture of last night. That was his weapon, and she took it out of his hands and put it right back on him. Perfect picture for last night. Okay, I'm just so excited still. And there we are, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. I called it Pentacles, but it's Wands. 7 of Wands, victory. Victory after a long battle. And that's how it felt last night too, because it was like, we used to take our weapons and fight you. Now we don't even need to bring weapons. We just show up and take care of business. I love that. I love flying free. I'm going towards my 9 of Cups. Flying free. I love it. Going towards your wishes and your desires. And there's victory again. So we'll probably close it here. We've got a 3 of Wands, which is another victory card. Just saying we did it. And what did we do? We took out thousands of minions last night. And to be able to come back without a scratch on us, it's just exciting, you know. I love Astro more than I love here, but I've got to finish this mission out here. So any of you that are looking for just a little bit more advice, we've got balance leads to contentment. And the Knight of Cups, okay? So then the 8 of Swords, so it went right back and it looped back around. So the 8 of Swords will stop with, you have to get unstuck. You have to be the Knight of Cups and move forward in balance, and that will bring you contentment. Okay, so you heard a lot there. I love you guys. I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.